What's up everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video you will learn what is the acceleration capacity of car at different speeds and how to calculate the minimum time required to reach the particular speed. So without spending much time, let's start now. First we are taking acceleration capacity of car at different speeds. Assume an engine working at speed omega m associated with maximum power Pm. In the figure we are having tire of effective radius Rw rotating with angular velocity of omega m and moving forward with the velocity Vx. The tire is experiencing a traction force Fx by the ground. We know that power is given by Te multiplied by omega m and efficiency is equals to power output divided by power input. So we can write efficiency equals to power output, that is Fx into V, divided by power input, that is Pm. Fx is given by mass into acceleration. From equation 1 and 2, we get Ax equals to Pm multiplied by efficiency divided by mass multiplied by Vx. So this is the acceleration capacity of the car. You can see that the acceleration is inversely proportional to velocity. So we will have the curve of acceleration versus velocity like this. So the acceleration capacity decreases by increasing velocity. Acceleration capacity is the power limited acceleration and is based on the assumption that the driving force does not reach the tire traction limit. The traction limited acceleration happens when the engine delivers more power, but the vehicle acceleration is limited because the tires cannot transmit any more driving force to the ground. The maximum driving force is given by Fx equals to mu x multiplied by Fz, where mu x is the coefficient of friction and Fz is the vertical load on tire. Now let's calculate the minimum time required to reach the velocity from 0 to Vx. We will understand this with the help of an example. Here I am having a car of mass of 860 kg. The tire is having effective radius of 0.326 meter. The efficiency is 0.84 and the differential ratio is given by Nd equals to 4. The car is having engine having power and angular velocity diagram like this with the working range of 272 to 524 radians per second. The power in this range vary from 90 to 100 kilowatt. The power performance function of this engine curve is given by Pe. The car is having 3-speed gearbox with maximum speed of 50 meter per second at third gear, 25.95 meter per second at second gear and 13.47 meter per second at first gear. The gear ratios of gearbox are given by N1 equals to 3.1705, N2 equals to 1.6457, N3 equals to 0.85412. We can write Fx equals to efficiency multiplied by Ni multiplied by Nd multiplied by Pe divided by Rw multiplied by omega E, and omega E equals to Vx multiplied by Nd multiplied by Ni divided by Rw. On solving these three equations, we get the following value of Fx in terms of the variables such as Vx and Ni. Based on Newton's equation of motion, we can write Fx minus Fr equals to mass multiplied by dVx divided by dt. At maximum speed, the gearbox is in third gear and the traction force Fx is equals to total resisting force Fr, where Fr is given by Fr equals to efficiency multiplied by power by engine divided by Vx. On solving, we get Fr equals to 1.5212 kilonewton. I am taking some assumptions here such as every gear change takes 0.47 seconds and we need T0 equals to 2.58 seconds to adjust the engine speed with the car speed in first gear. So, time to sweep the velocity from 0 to Vx equals to 13.47 meter per second can be calculated by the above equation. We can write T1 equals to mass multiplied by integration of 0 to 13.47 meter per second dVx divided by Fx minus Fr. In first gear, we are having Ni equals to N1 equals to 3.1707, Nd equals to 4 and Rw equals to 0.326. On putting all these values and substituting Fx minus Fr in the equation, we get T1 equals to 1.3837 seconds. In second gear, we have Ni equals to N2 equals to 1.6457. We get T2 equals to mass integration from 13.47 to 25.95 dVx divided by Fx minus Fr. On solving and putting all the values, we get T2 equals to 4.2712 seconds. In third gear, we are having Ni equals to N3 equals to 0.85412. Now, reaching speed of 100 km per hour, that is 27.78 meter per second, we can write T3 equals to mass multiplied by integration of 25.95 to 27.78 dvx divided by fx minus fr. On solving this and putting all the values, we get T3 equals to 1.169 seconds. So, the total time to reach the speed from 0 to 100 km per hour or 0 to 27.78 meter per second is given by T equals to T0 plus T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus 3 into 0.47. On putting all the values, we get time equals to 10.814 seconds, and this is the total time to reach the speed from 0 to 100 km per hour. So, just by knowing the power performance function of engine and gearbox ratios, you can calculate the minimum time required by the car to reach the particular speed. This much for this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any queries regarding the video, you can comment in the comment box. Do like the video. If you find the video useful, do share it. Also, subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. If you want to check my blogs on vehicle dynamics, automobiles and software, you can check on my website. The link is in the description box. Till then, keep learning.